Oh boy, this movie is so manly. I can feel the chest hair just growing on me. I feel like a man. Lone Wolf McQuade, released in 1983 and is directed by Steve Carver, who's also directed such films like The Arena, Big Bad Mama, Capone, Fast Charlie the Moonbeam Rider, and An Eye for an Eye. And of course this movie is starring Chuck Norris, who is the manliest of all men out there. If you ever want to know what a man should aspire to be, of course, it should be Chuck Norris, even though no one could eventually become another Chuck Norris. He is one of a kind. He's also eternal. He's never going anywhere. And it's also starring David Carradine, Barbara Carrera, Leon Isaac Kennedy, and L.Q. Jones. And the reason why we're talking about Lone Wolf McQuade today is because it was a PayPal recommendation and donation from a big-time contributor and supporter of this channel, Jeff Fry. Thank you very much once again for the recommendation. Big bundle you just recently sent my way, so I am putting them all through my schedule here and there because pretty booked for the next couple of months, which is really nice, but, you know, running out of days to do these things. And I'm also not too familiar with the work of Chuck Norris. Of course, I have heard all of the legends and all of the things that Chuck Norris has done for the world and basically how he's God. But I haven't actually seen a lot of his work, whether it's TV shows or whether it's any of his films. I think the only, like, full-length feature film of Chuck Norris that I've seen was that Hell's Gate, was it Hell's Gate? He goes up against the devil, he goes to the Middle East, and takes out, like, a demon or something. And I forget the name of it, but whatever. All I remember from that movie is someone kicks him and he's like, "You call that a kick?" And then kicks the guy back and he just goes flying like 20, 50 feet. That's how you kick. But thank you very much, Jeff, for the recommendation. If anyone else out there also wants to be like Jeff Fry and help support me and contribute to this channel, you can select the QR code that is in the bottom left corner of your screen right now. Send over your donation of $5 or more with your movie recommendation. And if I have access to it, I will watch it, review it, and give you a little shout out just like what I did with Jeff Fry here. And also very quickly, another little shout out to my wife who gave me one of the coolest and best birthday presents I've ever received. It is this t-shirt that has all of our cats on it under the caption of meow, of course. I'll put the image on the screen for you, but we have Nora in the middle, my favorite little girl who's just my precious little angel. We have Max, our senior cat, who is in the upper left-hand corner, our newest cat, Madeline, on the right, and then in the bottom we have Victor in the lower left, which all of you have met, and then Ray, our little ray of sunshine, is in the bottom right. I just think it's one of the coolest shirts I've ever received, and I love that logo. Now it's my wallpaper on all of my devices, so just a quick little shout out to my wife. Love her so much. She's the best. She's my person, or in Grey's Anatomy terms, she's my 3D printer. Okay, enough of me talking. Let's get into the movie. J.J. McQuade is a Texas Ranger who prefers to work alone, and of course sometimes works outside of the law because his gun handling skills and martial arts abilities makes him the best Texas Ranger in the world. But a rich man who is also good at martial arts comes into town. A man named Raleigh Wilkes, who's looking to capitalize on all of the drug and crime in the city. But McQuade's boss is breathing down his neck and is forcing him to take on a partner and to work with the feds so that they can eventually take down these crime lords once and for all. And throughout it, he falls in love because who wouldn't fall in love with the manliest man who ever manned on the planet, man? And I'm not one for going along with, you know, stereotypes of what's being a man. What's the idea of being a man? Well, it's muscles, it's toughness, it's driving roughneck cars and going camping and doing karate in your backyard shirtless in the dirt and going to the shooting range. These are all manly things. I'm usually against that. But then you watch Chuck Norris do it and you go, God damn it, okay. That looks frickin' cool. You look frickin' cool doing that. On paper, it looks stupid, but because it's you doing it, damn it, Frickin' cool. Let's just say I wish I had the confidence to go out into my backyard with a .35 Magnum, the biggest handgun in the world, shirtless in the dirt, kick it all up and roll around in it while shooting at dummies 50, 70 feet out. It's your typical Chuck Norris film that, if you know that his name is on the poster, you know what to expect, and you get all of it here. If you're not into these types of movies where it's just men getting all sweaty and dirty, flexing their muscles and doing the right thing, not fighting for money, but I will fight you for injustice and to correct the crime in the city, then this is the movie for you. Though, Jeff, I am going to push back a little bit on you, because I do it for everyone who recommends a movie to me where there is blatant canine death or straight up animal death, like adorable animal death in movies. And it happens in here. Wasn't too happy with that, Jeff. Though comparatively, there's a movie that was also recommended to me by someone else, and there's just a ton of canine death in there that's going to be coming out in the next few months. So, comparatively, this one was fine, but it still had canine death, which I am not a fan of. Avoid that in the future, Jeff. God. Now, because it is one of these white man martial arts films going up against crime lords, a lot of the pacing and a lot of the plot elements in here are very silly. Yes, I could shoot you with my machine gun, but that's not the honorable thing to do, so I am going to defeat you with my karate. And of course you're not going to, because it's Chuck Norris. He's gonna kick your ass. No matter how much you are beating him in the beginning of the fight, Chuck Norris will surely end it. So we have a lot of those stupid villain moments in here where they do the honorable thing and like, no, hand-to-hand combat, why don't we? But it's definitely a movie that works outside of the law. Law enforcement would not do this in real life, but once again, this is Chuck Norris, so you just go along for the ride, because what is it about him? He's so likable, even though he's put into all of these storylines and movies where he's just this chest out and chest hair glistening in the sun type manly man doing all of the hand-to-hand combat fighting stuff. What makes him so charming? Because it's true. You look at him, you hear his voice, you're like, oh, you're freaking charming. Essentially, my review is basically Chuck Norris is awesome. He's so cool, so just watch the movie. I don't care how stupid the plot is or how silly the situations are. Chuck Norris is in it, and he's just freaking cool. Go watch this thing. I'm gonna give Lone Wolf McQuade 3 out of 5 Blu-rays.
Not exactly what I had in mind, but not bad.
So guys, if you've seen Lone Wolf McQuade, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across because of this video, then comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. See you the next time I'm released next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.